It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that the Grammys was last night. First and foremost, did you guys watch it? I watched every minute of it. For those of you guys who don't know, I have been admiring and inspired by award shows ever since I can remember. I mean, I even remember in high school going back and watching them over and over and over again, and me and my friends used to quote them. So it was very, very cool to see the Grammys this year, and I'll tell you why. It was the best award show we got in quite some time. It really was. It really was. It really was. And I was watching it with my best friend Donnie and his wife Nicole, and we were commenting on everything. And I'm kind of just gonna, I guess, render my opinion, not necessarily a review. Well, I guess it is a review about what I thought about some particular moments of the Grammys. Let me know exactly how you feel about it as I am discussing them. So the first thing that I want to bring attention to is Laverne and her cock. Laverne and her cock. First and foremost, Laverne Cox is not a good correspondent, in my opinion. She's not. She's not a good correspondent because people are very intimidated by her. She is almost taller than all of the girls that are there. Everybody knows Laverne and her cock is a transgender woman. She's 50 years old and she looks motherfucking great. Like, let's be honest, she looks good. Okay. But when she was interviewing on the red carpet, it felt like people were afraid of her. I could definitely see that she was nervous. If you look at her holding the microphone, she was shaking in her hand, X, Y, and Z. But let's talk about her look. The dress was cute. The hair, I mean, she should have got somebody else to do that. No shade.
Can you record me real quick?
Get somebody else to do it.
It's for audition.
Get somebody. It's two people.
Now, my brother Donnie is Caucasian, so I had to basically tell him about what was wrong with her hair. Basically, I don't know who delivered that Fashion Nova wig.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
But these two braids on the side were hiding any form of baby hair that could have been exposed. It looked like a wig. That was my problem. It looked like a wig. If it was more polished or the construction of the wig was a little bit better, then I feel like I could have gave her a pass on that and she could have been a best dressed nominee. But for me, she missed her mark. She was very intimidating on the carpet and she was talking over people, and she was very nervous. But I think that E made a good move in ordaining her to interview the girls because E needs some inclusion after Juliana said what she said about patchouli oil. You know what I'm saying? That one year she said that about patchouli oil. The best interview of the red carpet had to have been Machine Gun Kelly. I'm sorry, it was so good. It was so good. Okay, everybody knows I am completely obsessed with Machine Gun Kelly. He is one of the reasons why I have about 7 rock songs on this next upcoming album, right? So he goes up there in this silver outfit with his blonde hair is flipped to the front. He looks like Baywatch in this motherfucker, okay? And he's so nervous that he's stuttering. And I can relate to that because I used to stutter in middle school real bad. And I do it sometimes on the show, but I have trained myself to, speak through it. But he was so nervous. And Laverne, he was nervous because Laverne was so busty and her cock was out, and then he is trying to get his thoughts together. He did not win best rock album. It actually went to Ozzy Osbourne. And this is a category of music that I just am not aware of. I just knew his music, so I can't really say if that was a hit or a miss. But I will say I fell further in love with you after your interview on the red carpet. I did. Candy Burris joined the girls at the table. And let me tell you something about those E-correspondents. They look good. All of them. Best dressed. I'm going to tell you who best dressed. Best dress on the red carpet was that blonde hair correspondent that wore that leather number off the shoulder. It was so good. I would even wear that other girl's outfit who I don't know their name, but she wore this like fluorescent peacock aesthetic number that was absolutely fat. Like the correspondents came to bring it. Okay, they did. I did not like Laverne's explanation of why the hell she was on crack wearing that dress.
I was smoking crack on live.
I didn't like it.
That's me.
It was too much of a story. If you're going to have a story behind your outfit, it needs to be condensed into at least 3 seconds when you can tell somebody why you're wearing what you're wearing. Laverne was just very distracting to me on the carpet for some reason. And I'm not hating on my fellow LGBTQS, X, Y, Z, whatever. I'm not. It's just I feel like if you brought it in a softer perspective, I think that you would have gotten more conversation out of the people that were stopping you. Now, with all that being said, that's a high-pressure job. Right after you talk to LL Cool J, you have another A-lister coming up to you left and fucking right. And by damn, you couldn't even, adjust your Fashion Nova wig before you had the damn... Stop it! Okay, so I will give you a round of applause for the work that you're doing for the LGBT Laverne. But we can do better, though. But we can do better. We can do better. Candy Burns joined the girls at the table, and she looked at a goddamn mess.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Candy looked like she just stepped out of Escape. She looks like Escape just got started. She wore this, I don't know if it was denim or what, but it won't it. And she made a reference saying that when she first won a Grammy, she wore the same color. Well, you didn't get it right then, and you don't have it right now. I'm sorry, that was terrible. That was terrible. And everybody knows she can't sing.
Who is saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
She looked awful. But in a similar color, best dressed for me was fucking Cardi B. Baby, Cardi is fashion. I mean, she goes with designers that are not as well known. And it's the architecture of the pieces that she wears. She wears like really structured statement pieces that really get you going. And when she arrived, I was like, oh my God. And then when she presented, I was like, this bitch is a fashion icon. She is working on becoming a fashion icon. She is. She looked fucking good. She looked fucking good. She looked fucking good. Her face beat, her personality. I mean, everything. Cardi B got my vote. I'm going to tell you who didn't have my vote, but you know she ate some breakfast.
Oh, the breakfast.
Lizzo ass. Okay. If you watched the pre-show, you saw that they gave a sketch of what they wanted her to look like. Well, the only problem was she was bigger than the actual sketch. So it appeared to be like she was drowning in an orange orchard, bitch, when she arrived. Understand haute couture. This is fashion that is like not understood. They set trends that end up spinning off to being a piece or an element of something that you would adorn yourself with casually. This is how fashion works. I've been doing a lot of research on fashion because let's just say when I get to them Grammys, I'm gonna be fashionable. Okay. I feel like I already got a sense of style, but fashion is a whole nother ball game. You know what I'm saying? But she shows up in this orange orchard. She looked like a mountain covered in the season of June, and I was like,
not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
I can't say that I was here for that. And it was supposed to be a reveal number, but her face was so damn big, she could barely motherfucking reveal. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And so she popped out. I will also say who missed their mark was Doja Cat. Okay. And this is why, just the red carpet. I loved what she was sitting down in. We didn't really see it on camera, but I did follow her. I saw her on Instagram, and it was like an Amazonian wild woman look, and I actually really liked it. I did. I really liked what she had on. Okay. But her red carpet, the only thing that missed its mark was the damn hair.
Stop it!
Okay. Now, mind you, Doja Cat bald-headed as a motherfucker right now. And when you bald headed like that, it's real easy to switch your hair up. Okay, so I think it might have been an industry move for her to shave her hair so they can put that shit on and take that shit off. She had on my great Aunt Myrtle's 27-piece.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl, because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to food, what the hell could you go?
With a haute couture leather gown that draped across the floor. I have to be honest. The hair missed its mark. Now, if she would have given a all-black mohawk shorty doo-wop like Candy Burris should have gave, which Candy Burris gave when she first came out on the Housewives of Atlanta, I would have gave her a best dress. I would have gave her a best dress, but she didn't come like that. She came with great Aunt Myrtle's 27-piece, and I wasn't here for it. Y'all want me to talk about Black China, but why?
Stop it!
She shouldn't even have been at the award show. She looked like a goddamn ostrich that is halfway broken out of the goddamn egg. I didn't see it first. They didn't even show her on TV. My client Solange looked amazing. Okay. Now, you might not have understood what she had on, but you ain't supposed to. Solange, and I actually have an appointment with her on Thursday, and she didn't sign her NDA either, so I can talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. But you look absolutely fabulous, and we'll talk about your sister momentarily. Any other red carpet moments that I want to discuss? Megan Fox, that's my wife. Y'all know I'm in a relationship with Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. She looked flawless. It's just something about Megan's face is very haunting to me in a sexy way. So I would give the face card to Megan Fox, but she ain't never gonna go wrong with that. She ain't never gonna go wrong with that. Never. Back to Liz No. I didn't even like what she was wearing when she was at the Grammys. This aluminum foil Missy Elliott inspired shoulder pad dress you had on, I wasn't here for that either. I'm sorry, I wasn't here for that either. But what I will tell you is that I fell in love with Lizzo last night. I actually like her. Okay? I actually like her. I like her. Okay. So that's it for the carpet. Let's talk about the actual show. And to bring us into that, we have a message from the Bayang.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ha, hold up. Not the bang. The bang. Oh.
Fuck no.
Not the bang. The bang. Oh.
Okay, so did you guys enjoy the actual production of the show? Did you? Did you like it? I'll go back and say this, and Facebook, you're dying too, so make sure you join me over here on Instagram. I will say this, it was the best award show that I can remember since Monique at the BET Awards. It was the best award show I've seen. Okay, so I'm going to do this based on memory in the pivotal moments that I have in my mind. Trevor Noah opened up the show in the audience, which I thought was a very, very scary move. You are interacting with A-listers that are just sitting there trying to sit there and enjoy their motherfucking food. Where's that sound effect at? Food. Where, Tiffany, where are you? You should have sat there and ate your food. Well, I'll go with this.
Finish her.
You should have just sat there and ate your food.
So, the celebrities was out there just trying to sit there and eat the food. And Trevor Noah, first of all, his accent is really, really, let's just say meaty.
So meaty.
Okay, and wet. Okay. Anyway, he starts the show off and he's walking through the crowd, which is petrifying because not only are you walking through the crowd, you're looking at a teleprompter too. And then they might say some things on the fly that you have to adjust yourself to. First and foremost, even if you don't like him, he did a good job. He did a good job. He did a better job than that nigga Oscars. Okay. I will tell you who I could not stand. Taylor fucking Swift.
Because she has nothing else going on. And while she's sitting around, running around, talking about...
Taylor Swift is the pretentious girl in high school who is a privilege, who pretends to be so innocent. You can look at her red carpet behavior and see that she's a fucking bitch. Okay? At least that's my impression of her based upon what I saw. I did not like her audience decorum. I felt like she feels like she's that girl. And girl, I hate to tell you, but... I wasn't here for your decorum, the way that you act. It really bothered me. But I will say I was here for Lizzo and Adele's friendship. Wasn't it great? Like, I loved it. I loved their interactions. It was fucking beautiful. It was. So I'm going to jump around a little bit because it's not in symmetrical order in my mind. Sam Smith shows up with these red adorned nuns that I just...
Stop it!
Okay, but I will say that I did not know that the girl he was standing beside was transgender.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I'm just trying to say, you're too damn skinny. Look at you.
I didn't know.
See, most men like a woman that got little hair. Hey,
I didn't know until they won that award that girl was transgender. Now, his performance was completely awful.
How you do?
I'll be honest with you, it was very ritualistic. It was very harkening to the likes of the Illuminati and feeding into the hands of conspiracy theorists. That and the Last Supper that they presented at the end of the entire award show with the hip hop tribute. They were celebrating 50 years of hip hop being alive. So I thought that was cool. But there was a lot of Illuminati symbolism going on, from the 666 throwing up sign and everything else like that. I'm not really giving it to gender non-binary Sam Smith, to be honest with you. I like how what my makeup artist says, you even came on out of the closet and, you know, you're expressing yourself in a very flamboyant way. But I feel like you are being the Caucasian Lil Nas X, who I still am not convinced that he's gay. I think that if you want to do gender androgyny, you got to do what Harry Styles did. Harry Styles does it in a way that is not abrasive. Yeah, and I don't really know who. I don't know who Harry Styles is, to be honest.
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
I don't really know his music like that. I didn't even like his performance like that, but I will say that he was good to look at. No shade. I mean, I think that he's a very attractive Caucasian man, but for some reason I feel like he might be short. Like real tiny. You know what I mean? But somebody in the comment, Libra says she feels like Harry Styles is forcing it. I feel like Sam is forcing it. I feel like Harry Styles is himself regardless of what he wears. It's almost like what Young Thug was trying to do, but it didn't come across as authentic. I honestly don't like gender appropriation. If you're not a boy, girl, don't try it.
Not today, Satan. Not today, neck.
And
not today, ankles. We don't have it.
I will say that they're opening doors for motherfucking Mother, because Mother has been genuinely true androgynistic ever since I can motherfucking remember. But I feel like a lot of celebrities do things for clout, and I will say that Sam Smith, that whole thing was clout driven. I don't even like the song. It sounds like a bad carnival. It sounds like it belongs on Sabrina on Netflix season 3 when they were going through the carnival, and I'm like,
woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
I wasn't here for that. I gotta go back. Shania Twain, what in the fuck? Shania Twain steps out looking like a fungus among us. Honey, that's what she was giving. She was giving fungus. She was giving fungus. With this white and black dotted mushroom cap bell bottom mess. I mean, I don't know what was worse, her or Madonna's face. I just... I'm sorry, but Madonna, you need to retire. Okay, that's exactly what you need to do. You are so past your prime. I mean, the new girls don't even want to know who you is. She goes up there with her whip, which would have been controversial in her prime, but now people getting whipped like that left and motherfucking right, bitch. I mean, you know, I can't give it to you, girl. I'm sorry, I really just wish you would have sat down. Okay, I really wish you would have sat down and just pretended to be a version that you wanted to be. Amen. Okay, that's what I wish. That's what I wish. Oh, Mulatto was there, and I have to be honest, I really loved what she had on. I loved her hair more than her dress, though. Okay? Her hair was it. Her hair was it, bitch. Okay? I mean, I going back to Madonna, I just feel like she was trying to force controversy like she used to do back in the day. It's just, we're in a new time, girl. Like, I mean, a whip ain't controversial no more. You know, you've lived past the era where didn't you make out with Britney Spears at one point? That's controversial. And you that old showing that wrinkled leg, I was like...
Wait a damn minute.
Somebody need to help Madonna. Let's go back to the actual award show. Performance-wise, do I even remember who performed? Let's talk about Quavo's performance to honor the deceased. I loved it. There was some controversy about him and Offset getting into it behind the stage. It was fucking fake news. It was fake news. It's not real. They didn't fight. They didn't fight. Let's talk SZA. And again, you guys make mention of who you want me to talk about in the comment section to jog my memory. SZA looks fabulous, but I can see that SZA is just as nervous as Machine Gun Kelly was interviewing with Laverne when she walks on stage, and I think that that's going to grow in her. SZA is one of those artists who I feel like make music in the house, but she doesn't do the whole artist or industry thing, so I think the Grammys was a bit much for her. I could see her empathy. She's gifted. SZA is a spiritual person, and I could see it on her that she was just taking in a lot of energy. But I will say you looked good. You weren't overdressed. You weren't underdressed. You showed up to the Grammys on the occasion, and you did what needed to be done. You did what needed to be done. Yeah. Okay, if we can talk about Adele real quick. I haven't given Adele's album a listen. I know that song Easy on Me because this boy named Kendrick, who starred in Insecure, was the star of the music video. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. I will say that this was the first time I saw her with her weight loss, and it didn't catch me by off-guardness or disgust. You know... When an artist goes away and comes back real skinny, I think it elicits some concern to me. And let's just say that I was really concerned about her. I didn't give her a second look. I was just worried about, is she okay? Just like I'd be worried about, is Missy Elliott okay? Missy Elliott looks really, really good. She's skinny. She's slimmed down. But it's something that happens when bigger artists lose weight. I feel like they lose a piece of themselves. And I'm not saying that that's happening to my girl Missy. Her record label is distributing my album, by the way, so I'm going to tread lightly. Okay? I'm going to tread lightly. But reverting this back to Adele, it was the first time I would say that I was really impressed with the way that she appeared. And she looked like she was having a good time with Lizzo over there. Lizzo took her weight. That's what happened. No wonder she was so damn happy. She was sitting there and she was like, you know how they take the fat from your stomach and put it in your ass when you have a BBL? Well, she gave all of her fat to Lizzo because Lizzo was so body positive and stuff like that, that she was happy as hell to sit there delivered.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Who else is there to discuss? Let's talk about the hip-hop tribute. I was trying to figure out why Queen Latifah was there on that red carpet, and now we understand why, but I don't understand why her hair was as tall as damn my dick is when it is erect. Yeah, I'll say that the discography of hip-hop was amazing. They were missing some people, though, and I will be the first to say they were missing Nicki. They were missing Nicki. They were missing Nicki. They were missing Nicki. And I know, they only had 20-second slots from what I researched. But Nicki Minaj carried the torch of hip-hop in her prime. Let's give the queen props where she deserves props at. That whole era, I was in college when she first came out, and we weren't listening to rap. We were listening to Nicki. So Nicki definitely deserved a spot there, but it's all types of conspiracies going on about her in the Grammys. They tried to put her in a pop category, and clearly she's rap. Lil' Kim was definitely missing. Diddy was missing. Common, in my opinion, was missing. He did a lot. Common was missing. Flowetry was missing. There were a lot of missing pieces. But who wasn't missing was fucking Gorilla. Baby, I don't know about y'all, but that tribute took a turn after Lil Baby got up there. When Lil Baby got up there, the lights went low, and it was like, oh, okay, what the fuck we finna have go on? And then Lil Uzi Vert, who was a client of mine, shout out to Lil Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert got up there doing his thing for about 20 seconds, and then here comes Gorilla beating her chest like, she looked like the great ape off the goddamn Planet of the Apes, the way that she was moving around. She was. The one adjective that I will give her is unhinged. She has no performance training. It looked like a Bimboree gone bad. It looked like kids who are doped up on Coca-Cola at Chuck E. Cheese. Her fan base is just like Squad, Coven, and the fucking Bakery. She got a lit ass fan base, bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. They ride for her. And they was rooting for her regardless. It's like she got one of those fan bases that regardless of what she do, they're going to go in on her. One of the things that I will say is that, I don't know if you noticed this.
Wait a damn minute.
But during that whole hip-hop tribute, none of the artists could hear the music at all. At all. If you go back and play it, everybody was a bit off beat because they could not hear what was going on. And I thought it, first of all, congratulations to everybody who performed, even Gorilla. Congratulations, because... yeah. Congratulations, because for you not to be able to hear, and everybody pretty much stayed on beat, except for those seasoned performers in the beginning. And that's some of the archaic music that our generation probably is not privy to. But it was good. It was fucking good. And it ended, the whole show ended with the award. What was I about to say? I'm sorry, I got a brain fart right there. Y'all gotta forgive me. You know something wrong. What's wrong with me, face?
Because she has nothing else going on.
Bitch, I do have something going on. There's a lot going on magically, and there's a lot going on with this award shows. But going back to the homage and the tributes that were paid, Missy Elliott's segment was great. Busta Rhymes. Can we give it up for Busta Bus, honey? He ain't lost it at all. I love how we can visually see him get possessed when he's starting to move his mouth that fast. And if he can speak that fast, I wonder how he would do eating some pussy. He done put on all this bulky weight like a pit bull out there. His chain about to choke the hell out of him. I give it to him. I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Toby Nwingwe is an artist who has a lot of music in movies and things of that nature. Well, he was out there with his lovely wife, and she decided that she wanted to have her belly out. So she wore a dress with her pregnant belly out. First of all, Toby Nwingwe I got put on him by my tattoo artist, Tommy, and I have been obsessed ever since. His music is fucking great, and he was out there too. And I saw this interaction between him and Busta Rhymes behind stage. He was just singing everybody's praises, and I thought that was a really, really cool moment. It ended with a Last Supper type of piece, and it was based on DJ Khaled, God Did. John Legend performed, Lil Wayne performed, and Jay-Z, I'll be honest, it was the first time, don't think of me as strange, I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I never thought Jay-Z could rap, ever, never. But last night, he won me over. He won me over. Mm-hmm. He won me over. Now, I will say that him and Offset are probably related to the same goddamn moose. Give me moose in the face. They give me Canadian moose rummaging through the forest. And you know, but you know, I have to give it to you. Is he a billionaire? He's a billionaire. He was talking about going from selling crack to stacking stacks. I mean, I thought it was great. So I give Jay-Z my vote for sure. Who else was there to talk about? Because you know I'm saving the queen for last. Give me people. Shout out to my client, Brooklyn. She was in the audience. Shout out to our girl, Megan James. The Hollywood group chat interview will be debuting soon. She was out there looking absolutely fabulous. Who else was there to talk about? Give me people. I'm drawing a brain fart here. Did they do a gospel award? Because if so, I didn't get it. Oh, how can I forget? Viola fucking Davis. Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations, Viola Davis. Oh, Jennifer Lopez. I gotta talk about her. First of all, okay, y'all are giving me the people. Anyways, Viola Davis won an EGOT. The Grammys had already started before the big show started. And Viola Davis got an EGOT, which means she has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. It's only 3 black women in the world that have done this, and I predicted this in Squad on that Friday. Congratulations, Viola Davis. Make sure you comment on that receipt. Congratulations. Yeah. Can we talk about Mary? Mary is saying good morning, gorgeous at breakfast, right?
Oh, the breakfast, 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 the breakfast.
I'm gonna say this. Mary, you pushed through, but Mary, it's about time for you to sit down. Mary, it's about time for you to sit down. Mary, you are somebody grandma now. You was singing and you was dancing. But I'm watching you and I'd be nervous that you about to pass the fuck out every time you get on stage. Every time. It's about time. When I attended the BET Awards in 2019, you were being honored. So when you are honored like that, don't you retire afterwards? You've been tired afterwards. It's no shame. It's no shame. It's no shame. I'm not gonna say her discography ain't it. I'm not gonna say her music ain't popping. Good Morning Gorgeous. That was something that she said that she tells herself every morning, and she wrote an entire album about it. I love the concept. I loved how you looked, but I'd be concerned about you. I'd be concerned about you. So, I mean, I'd rather watch you and enjoy it than watch you and figure out if you finna have a motherfucking stroke that night.
That's why I don't think anything. I mean, like, you won't think something like that. You won't think something like that. I don't understand how you won't be like,
speaking of artists that weren't seen, Jasmine Sullivan was out there. I loved her outfit. I loved her outfit. I wish she would have got some camera time out there. But Mary had a little motherfucking lamb. They need to get you out that contract so you can sit down.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
I actually really loved Rick Ross. I love the way he speaks. He speaks like a big husky. If Rick Ross was a dog, he would be a husky. Okay, now let's talk about the girl. Let's talk about J-Lo first, then I'm going to talk about Samora. But J-Lo was there. J-Lo, you need to retire too.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I'm just trying to say, you're too damn skinny. Look at you. You look man like a woman that got little hair. Hey, you ain't got nothing. Just skin and bone, just sitting in a chair, all bone and skin.
J-Lo, I never gave her my vote either. Jenny from the Block, all that. She's never really tickled my fancy like that. I will be honest, I like that Anita girl better than I like J-Lo.
Woo, that'll do it.
I don't mean to compare people of the same ethnicity or anything like that. By the way, shout out to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny PR. He definitely won a Grammy last night, and he's Latin and stuff like that. There's something sexy about him. I don't know what it is.
Somebody rockin' on your level.
It's like, he's not my traditional light-skinned son of a bitch that I would pull. But after last night, I would definitely give him a piece.
Somebody rockin' on your level.
I didn't like his performance, though. I didn't like the performance at all. I thought it was whack. But I thought it was traditional because they do that big-headed thing out there and wherever he's from. And he went up there speaking that language, cucaracha and arriba and all type of stuff. So I'll give it to him. Bad Bunny, he did what's supposed to be done. J-Lo, I don't give it to her. I've never given it to her. I think when I see someone who thinks they're that girl, like Taylor Swift and Jennifer Lopez have this thing where they think they're that girl. And it turns me off from any talent that you might have possessed. I also don't like the fact that J-Lo is so far up Beyonce's ass that she does the same thing performance-wise months after Beyonce has already done it. She's been caught doing this over and over and over again, and I don't like nobody that copies nothing. Like Missy Elliott actually came out with on her latest project, Iconology. She came out, she said, copywritten, so don't copy me. I don't like to to be copied. I don't like to visually see other people copy other people. Embellishing is different than copying. And I feel like J-Lo always misses her mark because of that. I didn't like her attitude in the audience. And that's another thing, Grammy. I really like how you had Trevor Noah in the audience the whole time because we really got into the decorum of how our celebrities act. You know what I'm saying? And that was really pleasing to me. That was really pleasing to me. Okay, let's talk about Best New Artist real quick. Best New Artist is a jazz artist by the name of Samora Joy or Samora J. Sorry if I'm messing up her name. Okay. She actually follows me on Instagram and I follow her back. We've been following each other since way before this. And she's a jazz artist. And for those of you guys who are rooting for your girl, definitely root for your girl. But she deserved that award. She did. She deserved that award. She deserved that award. If you've ever listened to anything that she sang before, you melt away. She has a timeless talent. Her voice is extremely amazing. It's exquisite. It is musical. It's jazz. And she's still youthful. So when you follow her on Instagram, you get into her personality behind the seasoned songs that she presents. She deserved that award. I don't care what you say. She deserved that award. She deserved it. I think Chris Brown had a lot of commentary to say. I really wasn't paying attention to what Chris Brown was saying because he wasn't there. I don't think the world, or they're still holding him accountable for whooping Rihanna's ass. Which I still think is a conspiracy behind that, so they haven't really given Chris Brown an opportunity to speak at the awards. So he took to social media to speak about it, and they're always going to snub him. They're going to snub him. They're going to snub Rihanna. I mean, not Rihanna, Nicki. So, you know, I just didn't take anything that Chris was saying too seriously. But going back to Samara, she deserved that award. If you have not gotten into her, I suggest that you get into her. Get into Samara. She deserved that award. She did. She did. Speaking of that category, Doja Cat, again, in the audience looked great. And I really liked the fact that she was just having a good time. You know, I think she knew she wasn't going to win nothing. You know. Yeah. I think she knew she wasn't going to win nothing, just like Lizzo thought she wasn't going to win nothing, so she sat up there and got drunk in front of her. She took a swig of her flask, and then right after that, she won an award. And I loved her speech. For the first time, I felt like she meant what she was saying. Okay? So, congratulations to Lizzo. Going back to that. Oh, also, shout out to Big Frida. He was also in the audience. He red carpeted. They did not show him on television, but Big Frida was there. Thank you for repping for the genuine androgynous girls. Thank you. Okay? Now, for the moment that we've all been waiting on Mother to talk about. Beyonce.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, so they were hyping Beyonce up ever since the red carpet had started. So I didn't know if she was gonna red carpet. Beyonce typically doesn't red carpet. Hell, Beyonce typically don't show the fuck up to anything. Now do you be? But you know, she's been had this world tour going on, so she's in the public right now. She's outside. She hosted the Rock Nation brunch the other day, and it had a plethora of celebrities there as well, and I definitely loved what she had on. She's also taken a page out of Cardi B's book. Oh, shit. I guess you don't want me to talk nothing bad about you, do you, B? She took a page out of Cardi B's book where she had a very structural adornment on her outfit and things of that nature. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. But they said that she showed up late. Okay. She was in the audience, as you could see during Trevor Noah's intro. Lizzo was even looking for her. And side note real quick, sorry to cut in, B. But Lizzo's performance, I hated her outfit, especially her shoes. But the arrangement was really, really fucking good. But not better than the intro of Beyonce. Okay, Unique, don't draw attention to it, but I will say that Beyonce looked absolutely motherfucking fabulous. Okay, we were about 20 minutes into the show where Trevor Noah, she won her first award, and I don't know who that was that accepted the award on her behalf when she wasn't there, but you know what he went up there and said? He said, you know, black people be on CP time, appreciate it.
Y'all are going to jail. Period.
I thought that was great. The camera cuts to Adele laughing her ass off. I don't even think Adele knows what the fuck CP time is because she's from across the pond. That was the dream. That wasn't the that was the fucking dream. Oh my God, I did not know that. I did not know that was the dream. I'm sitting over here like...
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
I need to watch the entire award show over again. I did not know that was the dream. I fucking love his music, bro. I'm so sorry. I didn't know who that man was. I think I'll eat a chicken salad.
Y'all better come up here and get one of these.
What's that?
It's a chicken salad.
Oh,
where?
My God.
81st Avenue.
What's on it?
Okay, so The Dream, Lord, I almost fucked it up again. The Dream accepted the award on his behalf and said black people on CP time. It cuts to something else, and then it cuts back to Jay-Z being in the audience, and Twitter was going up. They were trying to wait on the Queen. Jay-Z was in the audience, so they expected Beyonce to be there. Trevor Noah goes up there to deliver Beyonce her award, and I don't know if you guys caught the shade, but Trevor said something like, I didn't think space and time could keep you from traveling, Queen Bee. Beyonce rolls her eyes in the best way. Okay, in the best way that only a queen can. It was shade. It was, but you had to know shade to be able to see shade, and he shaded the fuck out of her. I mean, she shaded the fuck out of him. But I don't think he was trying to be shady. I just think he was trying to, keep up. I mean, what would you do if you have to host a goddamn show and the queen of the world is sitting right there in front of you? I wouldn't even be able to read off the goddamn teleprompter. I'll be honest with you. But Keke Palmer, who's currently pregnant right now, she hosted the gala that they had last year, and she did a good job. So I guess it's a matter of just turning on that switch. You know what I mean? And he turned it on, and she definitely said,
"Woo, that'll do it." You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Okay. The dress. I don't know who styled that fucking dress, but baby, the dress looked fucking good.
Morning, Miss Fuchsia.
Oh, morning, man, kiss my ass. I tell you.
The dress looks good. The dress looks good. The dress looked good. The theme appeared to be metallic. Everybody was wearing chrome silver from Machine Gun Kelly to Beyonce. So everybody had on this metallic number. Her speech, Beyonce, for the first time, she gave homage to her Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny made my dress that cheap spandex. She looks a mess.
And she literally expressed gratitude to the queer community for creating that type of music. All hail Beyonce. I love Beyonce. I mean, being a part of the LGBT community as well as the African American community, I don't fit into a box. So to have someone of that status say that, it meant a lot to a lot of people. It really did. So I just have to say thank you. You know what I mean? And her stylist, Ty, is actually a client of mine. He said that she was extremely emotional, extremely humbled by the recipient of that award and to create the album. He was saying that she honored the album more than the accolades because it was an homage to a culture that not a lot of people knew about. So when she dropped the album, it was a shot in the dark. But fortunately for us and her, it went #1. And I'm going to that tour. No shame. No shame. She began to thank her 3 kids, and it was just a beautiful moment with Queen Bee, no shade. And she successfully is the most awarded Grammy person of all time. All time. Last night she took that. She was winning Chaparelli. Okay. She was winning Chaparelli. She was wearing Schiaparelli. That's who she was wearing. That's the designer who is on the come up, baby. I didn't know nothing about no damn Schiaparelli until here recently. So congratulations to her. And again, she looked phenomenal. I loved how Lizzo thanked her, and she knew the pivotal moment in her career where Beyonce inspired her. That was fucking great. When A-list celebrities are fawning over you, you are that girl. And I just gotta say this, for anybody who hates on Beyonce, you hate on yourself. You don't want to win. You don't want to do it. You don't want to win. You know, especially when it comes to females have a love-hate relationship with her because she's that bitch. Okay, like literally, this bitch and now she has the accolades to prove that she's that bitch. If you hate on this girl, like you are just a hater, like literally a hater. And I'm not saying that as a member of the Beehive, which I am, okay? I'm saying that just in general. Somebody is that diligent, works that hard, has 3 kids, pops out, looks like she ain't even had one, sings at the top of her lungs, being lifted into the air into motherfucking Dubai. Like, the bitch is unstoppable, bro. And if you got a problem with her, oh, I like her music, but I don't like her. You don't even know her not to like her. And this is not me, like, tooting her horn. This is bowing to somebody who deserves to be bowed to. Like, y'all should bow when y'all see Mother come into the motherfucking room. No shade. Okay. If anything, even if you don't like her, you can't take that work ethic away from her. And I think that last night, the Grammys definitely noticed that. Now, I did see some commentary where people were like, they wish she would have won one of the grander awards, X, Y, and Z. Save that for the new girls. She has solidified herself. And now, every artist in the world has that as a bar to beat. Come on, bruh. I'll hail Queen B, bruh. I'll hail Queen B, bruh. I'll hail Queen B, bruh. I'll help Queen B, bro. Okay? And now you see why her tickets are that much. She deserves to be paid that much. Imagine running in heels since you were 5 years old, having a level of stamina where you can sing and dance and rap at the same time. And if you think that that's easy, just look at Sierra's old performances. Say that Jay-Z was very uncomfortable when Trevor Noah was talking to Beyonce, like almost like, don't talk to my motherfucking bitch, nigga. Like, don't try to play my girl. I will say that was there as well. What else was there to talk about with Queen B? Other than that, the anticipation of her arrival had everybody just hype. And to be that big, that's the biggest celebrity of all time, in my opinion. I just gotta be honest. Like, when celebrities fold like children just to be around you, that's a level, I don't know if I want to be that big. I mean, you can't go anywhere. It's almost like glamorized slavery, right? Because you can't go to the store. You can't do what normal people do without security. You know, like, so even to do that, I honor you. Queen, you are amazing. You are amazing. You're probably never going to see this video unless my client Salon show it to you, but you are literally amazing. And it's scary. It's almost scary how great you are. Anyone else to talk about in the Grammys? I think I read it down, didn't I? Okay. Well, if you have anything else, comment it in the comment section and we'll discuss it. With that being said, it's time to read a nationwide story really quickly, and then I will depart into my spell work for the evening. Again, the tip jar is open, but I am not going to be reading the public tonight. I need to save my magic for something I'm about to do, and we'll drop at 11:11 p.m. tonight. I will be right back with the nationwide story. Yes.